Hello everyone and welcome to another gameplay commentary with me, Potato T. Now today is not going to be about the commentary, but I believe this is survival on town, but it is going to be zombies relevant. What I'm bringing you today is over the last couple of weeks I have been theorising and trying to get as much information on the zombies Easter eggs as I can, the ones that we are missing. Now, there have been loads of theories, and there has been a tweet from Jimmy Zielinski that is a riddle, quote-unquote. A bit of a difficult riddle, but I'll give you that first of all. It may be points, or whatever you call them. Wait an appropriate amount of time, then continue to work. Now, a lot of people have interpreted this in many different ways, and it can be interpreted in many different ways, and people who are, I suppose, experts at riddles would put it in slightly different ways. But you've got the skeptics, which the first theory that I'm gonna say, which I'm gonna disregard, but it's a very obvious thought, and you know it could well be possible, but I don't want it to be the correct theory, because it will just make it really boring. Which is, you know, it may be points like Microsoft points or PS3 points. Wait an appropriate amount of time until the DLC comes out, and then continue to work, and then play it. You know, it's feasible. It fits in with the riddle, but it just seems a bit boring, and I don't think he would have given that riddle for that kind of answer, I suppose. The next theory we've got the player points or the zombie money, whatever you call them. I've actually found myself in the game saying that quite a few times, going to bank points or whatever you call them, I suppose, or money, or you know, it does happen. It is something that I have heard myself say, which I'm just going to pop to the bank and grab these points or whatever they're called, and you know, it fits perfectly. You know, it does. It fits. What else can you really say about that bit? I have my own theory, which is slightly different to that, which I'll go through in a minute. The Navcard. In this theory as well, it's a lot of people are saying that it's not a navigation card, it's a net asset value card. Now, if anyone actually has ever heard of a real Navcard net asset value card, if you'd like to comment and actually put what it is, because I've never heard of one. So I mean, you've got these two ideas for the cards. You've got the navigation card, so it's navigation error, in which of course you hear Ted in the video, it's not the video, what am I talking about, video, in the actual bus, say navigation error. So I think a lot of people have assumed that it's a navigation card that you have to give to Ted to get him to go somewhere else, but a lot of people have come up with a new idea that is actually a net asset value card, which has something to do with you've got to have a certain amount of points, or whatever you call them, on the card to activate the next part of the Easter egg. And that's where the waiting, what are we waiting for? Are we waiting for Christmas? No, I don't think so. But there'll be different points in waiting. What do you have to wait for in zombies? You have to wait, I suppose technically you have to wait for the bus, if it's en route. You have to wait for possibly the Avogadro, which he occasionally pops up every now and then, so maybe you have to wait for him. There's so many different things that can be interpreted with this. This is just mind-boggling. It's been driving me crazy for so long now that I just I need help. Someone help me. And unfortunately, I've been playing Tranzit on my own because, well, I don't really have a lot of people that will try this stuff out with me, I suppose. And I've been trying to get people, but you know, I can't really do it with randoms, because they all have their own ideas of what they want to be doing on Transit, and you know, sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't. Now on to my theory. My theory is that points are represented by points in the game. Now, so you've got 5 points, bus stops, areas, whatever you call them. So it may be points, it may be bus stops, it may be stops, it may be areas, it may be locations, whatever you call them. Wait an appropriate amount of time. Now this, I don't know what to the amount of time. I don't know what that's got. It might have something to do with the bus. It might have something to do with I don't know if anyone else has noticed, but if you stay in the and it does happen when, I think, when you go round the bus journey, maybe once or twice, depending on what round you're on, the bridge falls down. But also, whilst the bridge falls down, when you're in the bus terminal, the floor opens up, and that's after a period of time. It might be something to do with the period of time with rounds, or it might just be waiting and then continue to work. There are also another number of things that I have thought about. There are so many different references to numbers, like you've got license plates with Z7320 or something like that on, I think, in the diner, and you've got the keypads in the town under where the pack-a-punch machine is. You've got so many different numbers and relations with all of this stuff that is, there are so many theories that you could do. It's going to take some of the best minds in the business to actually solve this, but if everyone kind of gets together and, you know, kind of throw ideas at walls and, you know, see what sticks, and, you know, if it does, I mean, I'm going to try a bunch of this stuff tonight and see if I can figure it out, because I've got a mate who I've dedicated this evening to, which will be nice if he actually sticks to it this time, even in death. But yeah, so I'm going to have a look around, see what I can see with numbers wise in each location, because I theorised that the second stop is the diner, and the points ratio is 7th, like Z 7,000, so it'll be zombie points 7,320, something like that. And then you've got the last stop, which is, these are the only two that I'm going to go through because I can't remember any of the others. I've written them down. You've got the last stop, which is the town, which the number, I mean, you can have either the 40,036 or whatever the bottom number is on the reader, or you can have the 246,000, one of them, and, you know, they're pretty high numbers, but you can get to it maybe by level 45 or something like that. You can actually have it, but who knows, you may even be able to take it out the bank. It really, nobody knows. Nobody really knows, do they? Another couple of things. I've seen a couple of videos where people think that you may have to modify the Navcard, which is a possibility, because why do we have the Navcard reader if the Navcard doesn't work in it? I mean, that doesn't make sense with a lot of people, but I have seen a lot of people theorising about changing the Navcard in some way, and people saying that the Navcard changes every now and then when you get blood splatter on. I don't actually think that's right. I think that the Navcard actually changes, because I've seen it red and I've seen it clear without being hit at all on the first round, not going through fire, not going through anything, and they have been in both different forms, and I'm still trying to work out why. There is a Rick Cloughan quote. I honestly don't think that this has anything to any relevance within it. I think it's when I found this on an Activision forum. Someone had mentioned it, and it had something to do with building the Navcard table, and I just think it has something to do with that, but just apparently some people haven't heard it. So it goes, good, you have accomplished much. I'm not going to do it with an accent, but to activate the computer, you must have the little Navcard thingy that plugs into the computer thingy. Don't worry your little brain about it, about what it does or how it works. Just go find it. I think that must just have to be, he's added two things to the Navcard table, and he needs to go and get the other one. I think that, to be honest, I think that's what it is. So I'm going to skip past that one. If anyone, if you have any ideas about what that one might mean, then obviously hit down in the comments section below. If anyone actually has any ideas about any of these theories, then just try them. Message me on the PSN network. It's potato_T. I'll probably put it underneath anyway, so you can add me in the PSN. It'd be quite good. And also, I did on the Activision forums see something about laser beams. This was quite odd, because it kind of just popped up. It's from a guy called Papa Gangster 86. Now this is quite a long thread, so I'm going to break it down just slightly. Basically, he was playing with a mate of his, and the game froze, and he was able to walk around kind of no clip, but not no clip. He couldn't walk through any doors or anything like that. if you don't know, I'm going to start off on the second paragraph. It says, if you don't know where the 2 silver doors in the town that shoot red lasers after receiving enough damage, one by the mystery box spawn and the other across from the side entrance of the bar. Where the door real, it will lead into the laundromat, which I think most people have seen that, where it's opposite the bar, kind of behind the pack-a-punch machine if you're playing on survival. Across from the bar, where the to a set of double doors which would open to a bowling alley. Geographically, the second silver door would lead to the rear entrance of the bowling alley, where the doors would take enough punishment. The light shoots out to the town and towards the power obelisk, which must be activated first. Tower of Babel. Here's the strange part. When I go to town, there is no door to the laundromat. In front, the front door was missing completely, just like every other door that you can open in Transit. So when he's gone round the Transit, he's actually seen all of the doors that you can open, but are missing. So they're not there, which I thought was quite interesting. To me, this means one thing, that you can open that door, which is it's one of the doors you open after completing the Tower of Babel. Maybe the Knuckles or the Thunder Gun. I didn't know you could get the Thunder Gun. Maybe he's talking about the Wonder Weapon or the what's it called, the Jet Gun. I don't know. I'm going to try it tonight. Get a group of friends. Something about the bowling alley. So I mean, a lot of things have pointed to the bowling alley. A lot of things have pointed to many other different things. I'm going to try that bowling alley theory tonight. Hopefully, let's see how it goes. Sorry for the length of this video and the length of the talking in this video. So it is, and I hope you have bared with me until the end. And I hope you find some of this information a bit useful. Maybe you want to contact me, see if I have any other ideas about things. Because I mean, my mind every single day goes about 10 miles a second. And it's driving me crazy. I really would love to get to the end of it, but you know, we can't always do that. So I have been Potato Tea, and I hope you have been informed. If anyone has any information regarding any of this, please leave it in the comments section below, or do feel free to private message me over Twitter or whatever. Just do, you know, kind of chill out, do what you want. And I will see you soon, and hope you have a lovely, safe journey through the transit of zombies. Yeah.